Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that could change the course of your life, disciplining your mind. See, we all have potential, every single one of us. But the truth is, potential alone doesn't guarantee success. It's the power of your mind, the way you shape it, that determines whether you reach that potential or fall short. The discipline isn't just about following rules. It's about control. Control over your thoughts, your emotions, your habits. It's about learning how to master your mind so it works for you, not against you. Your mind is your most powerful tool, but if it's left unchecked, it can be your greatest enemy. The moment you stop controlling your mind, it starts controlling you. And that's when you begin to lose sight of who you really are and what you can truly achieve. But when you learn to discipline your mind, you unlock the door to a whole new world of possibilities. You tap into that potential that's been lying dormant inside of you. And when you do that, nothing is impossible. So today I'm asking you to make a commitment to yourself. Commit to disciplining your mind. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. And once you do, you'll see how much more you can achieve, how much more you can become now. I want you to leave here today with one thing in mind. You have the power to change your life. But it starts with you. It starts with disciplining your mind. When you do that, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Thank you that your mind is your greatest asset. Too often we underestimate the power of our thoughts. We forget that everything we experience in life begins with a thought. What you think, you create. It's as simple as that. Your mind is a powerful tool capable of shaping your reality. The thoughts you allow to take root in your mind will determine the life you lead. When you think positively, you attract positive outcomes. When you focus on possibilities, you open doors to opportunities. But when you focus on limitations, fear, and doubt, you trap yourself in a world of restrictions. Every moment, your mind is at work, building your future. It's constructing the path you walk on, brick by brick, thought by thought. So, if you're not careful with what you think, you could be laying down the wrong path. Your thoughts are like seeds. The seeds you plant today will grow into the life you experience tomorrow. Think about it. If you constantly tell yourself you can't, you won't. If you tell yourself it's too hard, it will be. But if you tell yourself you can, and you work for it, the world begins to bend in your favor. It all starts with your mind. What you believe you can achieve. If you believe you are capable, if you believe you are worthy, you begin to act in ways that reflect that belief. Your mind drives your actions. Your thoughts influence your emotions. Your emotions shape your decisions. And your decisions, well, they create your reality. So when you wake up in the morning, remember this: you have the power to control what you think. You have the power to control how you feel. You have the power to shape your future. It all starts with the thoughts you allow in your mind. Your mind is not just an organ. It's the foundation of everything you are and everything you will become. You don't take that for granted. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Feed it with positive, empowering thoughts. Because your thoughts are the building blocks of your life. Control your thoughts. Control your life. What you think, you become. Every single thought you entertain shapes who you are and who you will be. The mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it, whether it's flowers or weeds, will grow. If you plant thoughts of fear, doubt, and negativity, those are the things that will take root. And they'll grow stronger, controlling the way you think, the way you feel, and ultimately the way you live. But if you choose to focus on what you want, not what you fear, you begin to change the direction of your life. Your mind has incredible power. When you focus on your dreams, on the life you desire, your actions start aligning with that vision. The key is training your mind to focus on what you want. Not the obstacles, not the setbacks, not the things that scare you. You've got to shift your focus. You've got to direct your energy toward the possibilities, not the problems. Your mind is like a compass. Wherever you point it, that's where you'll go. If you're always focused on the worst case scenario, you'll find yourself stuck in fear. But if you focus on the best possible outcome, you'll take steps toward making that outcome a reality. What you think about, you attract. When you think about success, you start taking actions that lead to success. When you think about failure, you're already preparing yourself for defeat. It's all in the thoughts you choose to hold on to. Your mind is constantly working, even when you're not aware of it. But the more conscious you become of your thoughts, the more control you have over your life. Train your mind to be disciplined. Train it to focus on what you want to achieve, on the person you want to become. The more you do this, the more you will start seeing those thoughts manifest into reality. So remember, control your thoughts, and you'll control your life. What you think, you become. Consistency is key. Discipline isn't something you do once and then forget about. It's not a one-time effort or a temporary fix. Discipline is a daily practice. It's something you commit to every single day without fail. It's the small, everyday actions that build the foundation for long-term success. The choices you make in the morning, the habits you form throughout the day, they all add up. Every decision you make, no matter how small, has an impact. Whether it's choosing to wake up early or choosing to stay focused when distractions arise, each choice counts. You don't see the results right away, but don't let that discourage you. Consistency is like planting seeds. At first, you see nothing but soil. But if you keep watering those seeds, if you keep nurturing them with your consistent actions, they will grow. Over time, you'll begin to see the fruits of your labor. Discipline requires patience. It requires trust in the process. When you commit to consistency, you commit to showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, even when the results aren't immediate. But it's that consistency, that daily practice, that makes all the difference in the end. Because success doesn't come from a single great decision. It comes from making the right decisions day in and day out. It comes from staying disciplined even when the world around you is chaotic. Every choice you make matters. And when you make the right choices consistently, you start to build momentum. You start to move closer to your goals. You start to unlock your true potential. So remember, discipline isn't a one-time effort. It's a way of life. It's a daily practice. And the more consistent you are, the more powerful your results will be. Embrace challenges. The mind grows stronger when it's tested. It's easy to seek comfort, to avoid difficulty, but growth doesn't happen in comfort. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone, when you face challenges head on. When life tests you, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, that's when you have the greatest opportunity to expand. You see, challenges are not there to break you, they're there to build you. Every time you face a challenge, your mind gets sharper. Your resilience grows, your problem-solving abilities become stronger. Challenges force you to think differently, to find new solutions, and to dig deeper into your own potential. The more you face challenges, the more you learn about yourself. You discover strengths you didn't know you had. You uncover abilities you never thought possible. But none of this happens if you run from challenges. If you shy away from them, you're limiting your growth. You're telling your mind that it's not capable of overcoming adversity. But when you choose to face challenges, you're telling your mind, I can handle this. You're telling yourself, I'm stronger than I think. And with each challenge you conquer, you build momentum. You become more confident, more capable, and more prepared for whatever comes next. I don't shy away from challenges, face them head on. Understand that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. When you embrace challenges, you unlock your true potential. You prove to yourself that you can handle whatever life throws your way. So when the going gets tough, don't retreat. Stand tall, face the challenge, and watch yourself rise stronger than before. Avoid negative influences. The people and environments you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your mindset and your growth. You can't expect to rise to your full potential if you're constantly around people who drag you down. The energy you take in shapes the energy you put out. If you're surrounded by negativity, by people who doubt you, criticize you, or tell you what you can't do, that negativity will start to affect your own thoughts. It's hard to stay motivated and focused when the people around you don't believe in your dreams. It's hard to stay disciplined when the environment you're in constantly reinforces bad habits. But when you surround yourself with people who encourage you, who believe in your potential, and who push you to be better, that's when real growth happens. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your mindset. When you're in an environment that fosters growth, creativity, and positivity, your mind will begin to reflect that. You'll start thinking bigger, acting bolder, and moving closer to your goals. But if you're surrounded by negativity, by people who bring you down, you'll find it harder to stay focused on what matters. You'll find yourself second-guessing your decisions, doubting your abilities, and questioning your worth. That's why it's so important to choose your circle wisely. Seek out people who inspire you, who motivate you, who challenge you to be your best self. Find environments that support your growth, that encourage you to step outside your comfort zone, and that celebrate your progress. Cut out the negative influences, the toxic relationships, and the environments that hold you back. When you do that, you'll create space for your mind to flourish. You'll begin to see the possibilities, not the limitations. And you'll move closer to unlocking your full potential. So surround yourself with the right people, the right environments, and watch yourself grow. Focus on the present. Your potential is unlocked in the here and now. So often we get caught up in the past, in the mistakes we've made, in the things we wish we could have done differently. But the past is gone. It no longer exists. And the more you dwell on it, the more you hold yourself back from the possibilities of today. Likewise, we spend so much time worrying about the future, about what could go wrong, about the things we can't control. But the future isn't here yet. Worrying about it only takes away from the power you have right now. The truth is, the only moment that matters is the present. It's in the present that you make the decisions that shape your future. It's in the present that you take the actions that will move you closer to your goals. If you keep living in the past or constantly worrying about the future, you're robbing yourself of the chance to unlock your potential today. When you focus on the present, you're fully engaged in the moment. You're not distracted by regrets or fears. You're actively working toward the life you want to create. Every choice you make right now has the power to change your future. The more you focus on the present, the more you align your thoughts, actions, and energy with your goals. The present is where your power lies. So don't waste time. Don't waste energy. Live in the moment. Take control of what you can control and leave the rest behind. Your potential is waiting for you in the here and now. And when you choose to focus on the present, you open the door to all that you can become. Build positive habits. Discipline is built on good habits. It's not about making one big change or taking one giant leap forward. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every day. The habits you form today will determine the results you see tomorrow. Each habit you build is a step closer to the person you want to become. But here's the thing, habits don't form overnight. It takes time, it takes repetition. It takes consistency. But when you stick with it, when you keep showing up day after day, those small actions begin to add up. You might not see immediate results, but trust the process. Every time you make the right choice, every time you take the right action, you're strengthening your discipline. The more you practice good habits, the easier they become. Eventually, they become second nature. And when your habits align with your goals, you begin to see the big results. You begin to see the change you've been working toward. The beauty of habits is that they compound. What might seem like a small effort today can lead to massive transformation over time. For example, reading just a few pages a day doesn't seem like much, but over the course of a year, it adds up to an entire book. Exercising for just 15 minutes a day doesn't feel like much, but over time, it leads to a healthier, stronger you. The key is consistency. It's not about perfection, but about making progress. And every day you make progress, no matter how small, you're building the discipline that will unlock your potential. So start today. Choose one positive habit to build and stick with it. It's those small, consistent actions that will lead you to the results you're aiming for. Remember, discipline isn't a one-time thing, it's a way of life. And that life is built on the positive habits you choose to practice every day. Learn from failure. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. Too often we view failure as something to avoid, something that defines us. But the truth is, failure is one of the most powerful tools for growth. Every time you fail, you're given a lesson. You're shown what doesn't work. And that's just as valuable as knowing what does. Failure forces you to reflect, to reassess, and to adapt. It teaches you resilience, persistence, and how to overcome obstacles. The key is not to be afraid of failure, but to embrace it as a necessary step on your journey. The most successful people didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by learning from it, by using it to fuel their growth. Failure doesn't define you unless you let it. What defines you is how you respond to it. When you fail, you have two choices. You can let it defeat you, or you can let it motivate you. The most successful people are those who have failed the most. They failed, they learned, and they tried again, each time getting better, smarter, and stronger. So don't be afraid to fail. Failing doesn't make you a failure. It makes you a learner, a grower, someone who is willing to push past the obstacles. Let failure be your teacher, not your enemy. Learn from it, grow from it, and let it drive you forward toward the success that's waiting for you. Failure is not the end. It's just the beginning of a new opportunity to grow. Visualize success. See it in your mind before you see it in reality. The power of visualization is one of the most important tools you have in achieving your goals. Before you can reach your destination, you need to clearly see where you want to go. Your mind is incredibly powerful. What you can vividly imagine, you can begin to create. When you visualize your success, you're not just imagining the end result. You're visualizing the process, the journey, and the steps you need to take to get there. The clearer your vision, the more your mind will work toward making it a reality. Visualization helps you focus. It gives you a clear direction. It helps you stay motivated when the road gets tough because you have a picture in your mind of where you're headed. When you see success in your mind, it becomes real to you. You start to believe in it, and that belief fuels your drive to make it happen. Every successful person has one thing in common. They knew exactly what they wanted and visualized it constantly. They could see it in their mind before it became a reality. Visualization helps you to stay connected to your goals. It makes them feel tangible even when the journey feels long or difficult. When you visualize, you start to make decisions that align with your goals. You take actions that move you closer to that vision because it's clear in your mind what success looks like. Your mind will begin to seek opportunities that bring you closer to your goals. It will work on your behalf, finding solutions, creating pathways, and overcoming obstacles. So take time each day to visualize your success. See it in vivid detail. The clearer your vision, the stronger your drive. And when you can see your success in your mind, you'll be unstoppable in making it your reality. Never stop growing. There's always more to learn. No matter how far you've come, no matter how much you've achieved, there's always room for improvement. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop evolving. Life is a continuous journey, and there's always something new to discover about yourself, about the world, and about the path you're walking. Every day presents an opportunity to push yourself further, to challenge yourself, and to become better than you were yesterday. Growth doesn't happen when you stay comfortable. It happens when you step outside your comfort zone, when you seek knowledge, and when you take action to improve. There's always a new skill to learn, a new lesson to grasp, a new experience to gain. The key is to stay curious, to stay hungry for more. When you stop growing, you stop evolving, and you become stagnant. But when you keep pushing yourself to be better, to learn more, and to improve every single day, you unlock your true potential. The best version of yourself is always just ahead of you. And the only way to reach that version is by constantly growing. Whether it's learning from your mistakes, gaining new experiences, or expanding your knowledge, every step you take toward growth brings you closer to who you are meant to be. So never settle. Never think you've reached your limit. There's always more to learn, more to do, and more to become. Keep pushing yourself, keep striving for greatness, and keep evolving into the best version of yourself. Because the moment you stop growing is the moment you stop living to your full potential. I want you to remember this. Your mind is the key to unlocking everything you want in life. Discipline it, control it, and nurture it every single day. Embrace the challenges, learn from the failures, and never stop growing. Focus on the present, surround yourself with positivity, and visualize the success you want to achieve. Because when you commit to these principles, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. Your potential is limitless, but it starts with you. It starts with your thoughts, your actions, and your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. So go out there and unlock that potential. The world is waiting for you to rise, to lead, and to show what you're truly capable of. The journey is yours to take, embrace it, and never look back.